Good morning, humanity. Question. How long are we going to fight each other? How long until we exhaust ourselves, we deplete the natural resources that we have? How long? We have to reach the point that we understand that everybody is necessary in this experience that we have here on Earth. Everyone. We need Russia, we need Ukraine, we need the Palestinians, we need the Israelis. Everybody needs to be on board. Everybody needs to unite, everybody needs to put their weapons down. To start realizing that we are all brothers and sisters, and that the fight wears us down. The fight depletes our energy resources, both internal and external. Imagine all the things that we could do with that resources. Imagine all the things that we could do with the time, instead of going to war, instead of pushing towards separation, destruction. What we could do with that time, with that money, with that energy. Now the change in perspective that I offer here is both personal and global, right? We live here on one big sphere that is called planet Earth, which is moving in space in a very high speed. We are all sharing the same space. So we are all, in a way, organisms of the same body. The body is called Gaia, Pachamama, Mother Earth. And we are but, each and every one of us individually is but one single atom, organism, in this living and moving creature, divine, celestial body. So what happens when these organisms don't get along, when they fight each other? What happens to the macro? What happens on the global scale? What happens to Pachamama? Move this conversation or this analog to the physical body, right? My physical body is entailed from millions, trillions of separate organisms. Cells in the body that form organs, that form members, body parts. Now imagine that my body parts would fight each other. Imagine that the right hand would fight the left hand. Imagine that my right eye would be crossed and neidisch in German, and jealous at my left eye. Imagine I will be in contradiction with my own self. Imagine I will be in disharmony. My body won't be able to function. This is what we call disease. This is, right? And in that experience of disease, of this harmony, I cannot function. The body doesn't function. The body starts deteriorating. And therefore the soul, the spirit, cannot move the body or cannot experience itself through the body. And my life purpose is gone. I cannot achieve anything. I cannot reach the goals that I've set, that makes me happy, that helps people around me, that move all of creation, all of this experience to where it needs to go. That makes absolutely no sense, right? When we bring it down to the physical level, to our individual body parts, it makes absolutely no sense that I will have a war going between my two hands, that my legs will start kicking each other or kicking me in the butt, right? That's what we say, kicking me in the butt, shooting myself in the leg. We use those terms to express how absurd it is what we do to ourselves. And this is what we do to ourselves in a global scale, my friends. And I ask you to open up your mind to that notion that when a country fights another country, a state another state, a tribe another tribe, a neighbor is next door, we are shooting ourselves in the leg. We are kicking ourselves in the butt. We hinder natural progress. We deplete resources, our own energy, and we create dis-ease. Absolutely. So this is a call and a reminder for each and every one of us to lift up our heads and smile a bit and start looking at each other as the magnificent creatures that we are, concentrating on what we like in each other rather than what we dislike. And if we recognize a dislike, then help each other see that and move out of it, transcend it, heal that, help each other, just like a mother will help her child, just like a son will lend a hand to his father. From that place, from a place of belonging, of understanding that we are one big moving celestial body. We are. That brings me comfort, knowing that this whole thing has a meaning, knowing that my life affects the global scale, affects you guys out there, affects my neighbor, affects the fly that flies around my beautiful wooden cabin. We constantly affect each other. Let's take a deep breath. And next time we open up our eyes, we touch that inner child that wants to smile, and we go out to the world with that smile, and we look at each other and recognize out there brothers and sisters, comrades to the same adventure, to the same purpose of evolutionary experience, constant evolutionary experience. We are constantly evolving this world, this experience, this body, nature, earth, life is constantly evolving. What part am I choosing? To allow that progress, experience that, move with it? Or rather suffocate it, reject it, go against it? We know where that path leads. It's time, brothers and sisters, for us to wake up. And we are kicking ourselves in the end in the butt to wake ourselves up. So let's wake up and stop kicking ourselves in the butt. Love you.